And now, Brian North with News Channel 12 Sports.
Well, what would a Monday night be without some high school football? It seems like we've had more games on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays this year than we've had on Friday. And, we've had some interesting developments as Croatan started the season on a rough patch. Well, now they'd won 3 in a row and had a big second-place battle with Trask tonight. Of course, Southwest Onslow all alone in first place in that conference. And, when Croatan got going at Broad Creek, boy, did they look good as they would take it down the field and score early and often. Here they're going to get the touchdown. And just like that, boom. J.J. Pritchett scores. Then here comes David Wallace, the quarterback. He's going to keep it. Croatan's going to get the 62-36 win. Yeah, they put up 62 tonight to take over sole possession of second place in the Atlantic 8 Conference. Richlands and East Carteret don't have a chance to win the Atlantic 8 Conference, but they do have a shot at making the playoffs. They met in Beaufort tonight where it was homecoming. Some happy faces. Well, if you are a Richlands person, you're happy that Emmanuel Whitehead was looking really good again tonight. He would score, but B.J. Frazier says, all right, boys, come on, let's do what we can. Drew Doyle, he's going to find Jordan Livingston. And just like that, East was up 14-6 at the break. But then, here comes Coach Boley. Said he made some halftime adjustments, and just like that, Emmanuel Whitehead again, this time, look at the stiff arm, to free him up as he scores. And Josh Plisco, the West Carteret quarterback, didn't want anybody to know he crossed the river to check out East in action. Jay-Sean Embry, boy, he looked good to get another monster game for number 7. But in the end, when you looked at the final video, mostly you're going to see number 1, Emmanuel Whitehead. E-Money, they call him. He would go 70 yards here, and Richlands pulls out the win at East. A lot of scoring in this one, 35-26. So East getting some bragging rights. Now, some teams having tough seasons, right? Like South Lenoir 1 win, North Lenoir 0 wins. But in a rivalry game, your whole season can change if you can just beat the guys on the other side that you don't care a whole lot for. That was the situation in Deep Run tonight as North Lenoir looking for that first win, but South Lenoir, who hadn't beaten the Hawks since 2009, said, hold on a second, we've got a little something to say about that, as Jaden Carr would score once, and then as the fans watched on, it would be Carr again. With a name like Carr, you better be able to rev it up. There he goes. And South Lenoir wins going away 46-14, and they get that Bragg and Bowl trophy for the first time in almost 10 years.
We told them from last week and told them, you got a chance to make history. First time since 2009, first time since 1997 here at the South Lenoir. So I'm very, very pleased with my team's effort. They wanted it. They played hard from start to finish, and I can't tell you how proud I am of my kids right now.
So that Bragg and Bowl trophy going to Deep Run for the first time since 2009. How about J.H. Rose trying to rebound from its second league loss? They want to make a run at a 3AA playoff spot. They travel to New Hope to take on Eastern Wayne. And the Rampants would run rampant. Bryce Bizel, number 30, going to take it in for the score. And Coach Wotecki says, getting back to the basics, running that football like I like to do. Grant Humphreys has done it well all year long and does it again as Rose wins at 42-26. Rampants hoping to secure a playoff spot. Meanwhile, in college football, ECU off this past weekend, no game, so the Pirates hit the practice field trying to get better, including new starting quarterback Holton Ahlers. The Pirates going to host Memphis Saturday at noon. The Tigers beat ECU 70-13 last year. Scotty Montgomery said after that game he guaranteed going to a bowl this year. Pirates still a little behind that projection so far.
I think about it every day. I think about it all the time, but this is a huge game. We understand that last time we took the field was a huge game. I think we're in a lot different situation than we were. The last time we took the field, there's a lot more. We know a lot more.
Some other interesting news out of ECU today. Lee Workman will retire in December. Workman has been at ECU for 34 years. His name was mentioned as a possible new athletic director. It's kind of been that way ever since Jeff Comfer left. Well, it doesn't look like that will happen with Workman's announcement. He'll be leaving in December. NC State senior wide receiver Stephen Lewis will need season-ending ankle surgery. The graduate student and team captain was injured against Clemson. Dave Doran says they're going to look into a 6th year of eligibility to see if it's even possible. Lewis has played in 5 games this year, has 12 catches for 154 yards. or he just may want to take his chances at turning pro and see where that will lead him. It's NC State back in action.